Hello everybody, my name is Elliott and welcome back to another Minecraft video. We are back again in the extravagant world, and I've decided I wanted to turn the gamma down a little bit for this episode, so we're going to see how it looks, still with the vibrant visuals on of course, but perhaps a little bit more toned down than before. So yes, today I do have something very exciting planned. Once again, I am alone. It does seem to be a little bit lonely at the moment inside of this world, but hopefully sometime soon, at least by Christmas, things can be a bit more exciting. But before I tell you what we're doing today, I would like to show off the completed build from last week. As you can see, I've put the finishing touches on it, built the sides and everything all around. And up here, most important, I've added him a nice little carrot nose, some buttons and a scarf. So now he really does look like a proper snowman. Now in the inside, I haven't put anything down yet. I have put a little bit of floorboards in and lit it up a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure what's going to be in here entirely at the moment. I'm sure eventually I'll figure something out, and we'll probably celebrate maybe Christmas in here. But that is not the focus today, because we are going to be heading over here to this nice little area where I will be constructing a new mini game. Now, there was one I did start to build in one video over here, but you may notice that it's gone because unfortunately the world file got corrupted. So hopefully I might be able to come back to that in the future, but for now I have a new idea that I think is very exciting. You can play it with any number of people. I think the very bare minimum is going to be 3 people. But you can also play it with upwards of 5 even, as long as you can have 2 people operating here and at least 1 or even more, 2, 3, an infinite amount of people from in here, then you can work. I think 3 is probably the max. So yes, it's going to be sort of a matching game, basically, or a memory game, rather, I should say, in that the whole basis of the game is that someone will dress up in a certain outfit, a mishmash of different coloured leather clothes, and they'll walk down sort of the middle here, coming out of another room, and they'll have 3, there'll be, if it's 1 person, they can have 3 different outfits. If it's 3 people, they can each have 1 different one. And the whole aim of the game is that you have to memorise, you can't put anything down until all 3 outfits have been seen, and once that has happened, you have to copy them into your chests, onto 3 armor stands that you'll have next to you there. So it'll make a lot more sense once I start building, I believe. I really should have gotten myself some shears, shouldn't I? I might have some somewhere, I'm not sure. I'll go have a look once it gets dark. And yeah, so it's basically made out of green, which I suppose isn't the most fabulous colour in the world. But it's not too bad, I shouldn't think. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. So actually, yeah, I will go and have a look and see if I have got some shears, because I think that will probably make my life a whole lot easier. To be honest, I think if I'm going to be breaking away the wool, I'm definitely going to need some shears. I've got enough iron. That's good. I can do that. And oh yeah, they add spears to the game too, didn't they? I want to do something with that. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with something, because they're very particular. I don't think you can throw them. I think it's just about jabbing. But then again, throwing, you've already got, well, what do the drowns have? I can't remember. I'm really out of touch with the game at the moment. I need to start relearning things. But yes, pitchfork, I think. But yeah, so the whole point of this game is that you're going to have to be memorizing things and remembering, and it'll be a good test of the memory. At first, I thought it might have been too easy, because I was concerned that perhaps initially you weren't... someone can walk out one outfit, okay, they got red, blue, green, whatever. But I also feel like it wouldn't be so simple if you have to memorize 3 different outfits. And then, because you're not allowed to actually put anything on the armor stand until you've seen all 3. So then you've really got to push your mind. And they're also each going to be holding a different flower as well. So maybe that could, be increasing difficulties. I'll do some testers, see how it goes. So this is sort of like a double door kind of situation here, which is, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, have I done that wrong? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've gone 1 too many. My bad. There we are. Now that will just be like this. Look at these waxed oxidized copper doors. I was looking through sort of when I was planning this build out. I sort of loaded up into a flat world, and I saw this in the menus, and I was just like, wow, I had no idea that this was a thing that existed in the game now. I think that's awesome. That's just so different. The way that there's a lot of new different looks in the game at the moment, and I think it's very exciting stuff, to be honest. So yes, let us go and build a little here. Now there's a lot of glass on the outside, mostly just to let sort of what's the word? Light in. That's the one I'm looking for. But also just, I suppose, design kind of purposes. It kind of just makes it look a bit... Oh, look at the way the light That is awesome. Oh, love that. I do think that the vibrant visuals look awesome, but I do think they are a bit better when you've turned the gamma down, so you don't essentially get blinded by what you're looking at. And yes, so that's pretty much the first layer, but it does go up one more, and the glass sort of reaches across a bit more like that. So let's just jump up here, plain and simple, and then let us go up like here. Bam, 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 bam. Now actually, let's make sure we're doing this correctly. So it goes there, but then it stretches out to another one like that. So it's, and then I'll go, time this right. Let's go. Bam! Look at that. Too easy. And then it'll sort of go across like that. And then, oh, one more. Don't forget. 1, 2, and then we'll build another one just sort of over the top, and that'll be sort of how the front looks. I think it was almost by accident, really, having the glass on the top section sort of extend out by one further, but once I'd done it, I thought, that's a neat little touch, I think that sort of really adds to the look of it. It makes it a bit more unique, etc. I don't really have to explain these things. I'm sure it's simple enough. Oh, there's a horse there. Let's grab this wool. Hopefully I have enough, but I think I should do. Once I've gone the whole way around. I really do underestimate these things quite commonly. I've got 2 more in my inventory, that's why. I clearly thought that ahead, didn't I? Well done. Anyway. So yes, that'll be what the front will look like, and it's kind of cool. I like it. I think the sort of turquoise of the doors kind of matches that kind of green a bit, and it looks like it is getting dark. So I will start to figure out what I'm doing on the sides here. So the sides are very unique in that there's 2 sections to this room. So I'll sort of show off how that looks. If I bring up my screenshot here. So the glass will just go... Essentially, I'll start from this one, actually, so you get a clear idea of what that will look like. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Alright. 1, 2. Did I just get pushed? Nope, that's just my controller having a fun day out and about, I suppose. Alright, there we go. Like that, and then we'll sort of fill this bit in here. Like so. If that's not wrong. Nope, that looks pretty spot on to me. And then there's sort of one way, sort of going like that. And then we've got to go on here with the glass, just one strip. And these 2 strips go along the same way as... Okay, I need to be careful. And again, I need to be careful with the glass because I can't get it back after I break it, which has always been one of my many pet peeves with glass. And I better let this pig out. Let me open the door for you, pig. Here you go. If you want to head your way out there, once he figures out that this is a no-go and that will be impossible for him to reach, then I think maybe he'll find his way out the front door or one of the many open spaces over here that he could exit through. Alrighty, and then we're going to go with another layer of glass over the top like that. And then that'll be sort of closed off as per use with some more wool, and that's sort of the side. The side it'll pretty much be the exact same on the opposite end, just flipped around. And then I'll show off this, and then I'll quickly run off to bed. There we go. Look at that. It's a cool little design. I quite like that. I think it's rather unique. It's good fun. That maybe I should start bringing beds to my building location, so I don't have to run back home. I suppose now it's not too bad, but as the world inevitably expands, it's probably going to become a bit more difficult to have to run all the way back home. So I'll keep that in mind. You can only sleep at night. Well, what does that look like to you? I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, come on, look at that. Well, at least we can watch the sun going down. It looks really nice in the sky. Look at the colour of the sky. The game looks phenomenal nowadays, I must say. It really is spectacular. How is that not nice? Come on. Come on, let me sleep. I'm just going to keep spamming it until you let me in bed. Come on. There we go. That's good. I feel like they should I'm not sure. Maybe I'm insane, but I feel like it was never that difficult to get into bed at a certain time. Maybe they pushed nighttime forward a bit, or maybe I've with it. Both of those are quite possible, I think, to be honest. So yes, let us hop up here and continue. I keep saying that. Do you ever notice that? I'm very much like, let's do this. And it's like, well, yeah, of course, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're watching this video for, to watch me do that. Look at that, eh? Look, that is exciting stuff. Now, we just got to pretty much copy that in its entirety on the opposite end. As long as we line it up perfectly, don't make any mistakes. Yep, that's it. And we'll come along like this. And that is pretty much, I believe, spot on. Yep, that is all good. And then I'll put another block of glass here just so I know what I'm doing. There we go. And then we'll go along the top like this, of which it's the same length. How good, how good. There we go. Right, or if I go on one too far across on that, I have. Whoopsie daisies. My bad. Alrighty. Like that. Let's bring it across here. And so hopefully we can quickly get to the inside, because I do promise it's far more exciting once we do get to that section of the entire thing. Okay, so now we've got to go like that. And then up one. Plain and simple. Easy, easy. Look at that. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. That is starting to come across. And this back wall here is just going to be the same wall just across like that. So there's no peeking in from the back. I know that you can peek in from the side, but hopefully once, the players are actually inside, you won't be able to. And there's no ceiling. It's just an open roof. So that way, I suppose, it just kind of adds to the look. I think it's kind of cool like that, once you've got that sort of style going for you. And there we go. Look at that. That is the exterior completely finished. So now, all we've got to do is we've got to go inside, and we've just got to make this big strip down the middle. Now, actually, what I need to do is I need to figure out whereabouts. So, yeah, I need to put a big wall up around here. Is it on here? Yep, this is where. So this is pretty much just sort of sectioned off for the entirety. Don't you get any ideas, chicken? Alright, I'm going to quickly block this off so you don't get any thoughts of jumping over the top, like so. Yeah, come on, chicken. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, mate. So yeah, this part here is where the models, I suppose, are going to be hiding away. So that way, you're not sneaking about trying to see what exactly it is their hidden costumes are. And have I seriously already run out of wool? That is frustrating. Alright, hopefully I can fill that in here once I've carved out where exactly I want the doors to go. So let's go. Now, does that go right down there? Yep. Like so. Alright, now let's just go. Ooh, not like that. There we are. Too easy. Now, there is supposed to be this big strip down the middle of dark green wool. But for now, I'll sort of hide that away. And I'll fix that afterwards. But for now, I will do just the light green wool that will be fulfilled in here. Now, I know there's all sorts of things in the game. I know there's concrete. I know there's terracotta or whatever. There's all sorts of ways I can make this colour. But honestly, I like the simplicity of the old-fashioned wool. I do want to do more sort of stuff that has sort of maybe stained glass, maybe a nice colourful pattern. Could be a fun way to do it. But for now, I am just going to stick to the old-fashioned wool, because that's the way it should be. Nah, of course not. It's fine. This is cool just the way it is. Here we are. Now, I better go and get the light green wool out from the chest. I think that might actually help me out here with what I'm aiming to get. So yeah, hopefully that should also be enough. That seems to be a recurring issue with these videos. I always get, too little amount. Perhaps I will start overcompensating instead and just bringing in just far too much to the point where you think, geez, really, you don't need that much materials. And I will actually shut the door while I'm in here so no animals try and sneak up behind me. I suppose if I had too much, it wouldn't be too bad, because I can always just reuse that for future content, which would be, nice and easy. Fair enough. Alright. There we go. That'll be that side. And again, this will be sort of where the path goes. So for now, let's just fill in this section. And the floor in there will be light green wool too. But for now, we'll sort of focus on in here. and I'll show off sort of the different ideas. And I do have a cool thing we're going to do. We do have to dye that leathered armor, which I will show you how to do. I assume you do know how. Because there's no way anyone's watching any of my videos for like a tutorial. I'd hope if you were, you'd be watching them for the cool things that I build, as well as my totally very insightful commentary. Because I do feel like my videos are more about being entertaining than they are about being any kind of anything else. And if you are watching this all the way through, I commend you. If you are, I used to do that, didn't I? I used to say, if you're watching this all the way through, comment a particular thing. Suppose if you're watching this all the way through, comment, I watched this all the way through. Yeah, that seems pretty straightforward, I reckon. That probably gets the idea across. Oh, am I going to have enough here? Maybe not. I have to really stretch it here. Come on, come on. Yes, look at that. How good. How good. Easy peasy Albanese. Right. Now, I don't think I have any more of that left. No, but that's okay. Because I want to make some chests, first of all. Let's make a crafting table here. This is really exciting stuff, this. I'm trying not to spend too much time boring you with this, but we need to make... can I have items that I can actually craft, please? We need to make how many chests? Double chest there, double chest there, and a double chest there. So I need... there'll be, by the looks of things, the first one will be one that's sort of dead on in the middle here, and I will put some doors up in here as well. So that's where the players can hide. And then there will also be a neat little hiding spot just on the end side here. So that'll go there. And then the other ones will go here. Now there'll also be some armor stands, which I want to sort of figure out. Is that about the middle? I hope so. I can fix it later. If not, bam, bam. Oh, no, I want that to be actually sort of face down the middle like that. Is that good? That looks about right. Bam, bam, and bam. Look at that. How good. And now there are two in here as well, but that's just so that way the models have something they can sort of plan their outfits on. And again, I will go through after the video and fill this in, so hopefully in the next one. Whether or not the next one we actually play this, I'm not sure. The next one could even be Christmas. You never know. So yes, let us go and get the armor. Now, let's go. There will be one set. I will have to copy this into every single chest, which will be annoying, I'm sure. But, for now, let's just go in. And let's, first of all, put in here the ordinary, just regular set, like so. Now, we're also going to need to go and start dyeing. So, first things first. Oh, I do not want to put the armor on. That's not what I was aiming for. Like so. Now let's see which colour we can dye these in first. Let's go with red first. Like that. How good, how good. And let's run in and chuck this in. There seems to be a lot of chickens coming in. Maybe this is just the kind of place that chickens like to be. I don't blame them. It is a nice, fun place to be. Now we'll go through and we'll get the... Oh, again, with the difficult... That's the annoying thing about playing Bedrock with a controller, I think, is that it's just a bit of a pain to have to maneuver. So yes, now let's go with the green. Oh, now I've just put the helmet on. Again, not what I was aiming to do. Have a munch down. There we go. And let's put that in the chest, not on the armor stand, Elliott, if you could get that right for once. There we are. Now if we go here, here, here... And here we'll go with the next, which I believe is either pink or blue or something like that. It's one of those two. Let's have a look. We have blue. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. How good. And you know what? While I'm here, I will do the last four, just so that way I can easily chuck them into the chests. Like so, once I can quickly maneuver. See, this is the annoying thing. The pacing, I feel like, is a bit naff on this version of the game, because you got to kind of very quickly go through menus. But on here, it's just like, oh god, working with the controller is a pain. But there we are. That's that. Now, I will go and grab the flowers from in here, because those are also, you'll find inside that the person will be carrying. And actually, I don't know, can you give a you can put a flower in an armor stand. I really should have figured that out beforehand, but that'll also come in handy. So yes, that is that pretty much. I'll quickly light up the place with some torches, then I'll run off to my bedroom, so that way we can end off the video there. So yeah, a bit shorter than last week, but no less productive, thankfully. So I did hope you did enjoy that. Come back next week to see the big tournament with this game and the memory that is involved with it. And yes, hopefully that will all go nice and swimmingly and no issues will arise from that. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Do all the subscribe, like, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me for this week. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.